So today we're making sure that we all understand how to add and subtract fractions. So it's somewhat of a review. Before we begin, you are going to complete 1 through 4, A, B, and C. So 12 problems in your tasks. I want you to show your work on how you solved these problems. Now I know most of us like to just multiply this and find the denominator, but in this case that would not be the best. Always ask yourself, does the smaller number go into the bigger number? If yes, you keep this one the same and just change the smaller one to that denominator. So 6 times what equals 12 times 2, so you need to multiply the top. So now we have 7 twelfths plus 10 twelfths. In the next one, you could multiply 10 times 60, or you could find the other denominator, which would be 30. 6 times 8, you could do 48, or you could do 24, because they both go into 24. This one, am I going to change both of them? No, because 3 goes into 12. Same thing with this one. Do not change the twelfths. That's just added work. All right, when you're done, the answers will be on the next slide. Make sure that you're understanding this so we can move on. Here are the answers. Make sure that you have reduced them. If you left this as, I can't remember what the question was. Let me look back. Anyways, make sure that you have them reduced. All right, now that we know how to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators, we are going to move into word problems. So in this one, John mowed 2/5 of a lawn. His brother mowed another 1/4 of it. What fraction of the lawn did they mow? So first of all, we need to decide, is it addition or subtraction? Did they mow? They're basically saying in all, so we are adding. So 2/5 plus 1/4. Now I know that most of you like to just multiply the denominators because 4 doesn't go into 5 evenly. So let's do that. Now we have 20ths. Now a lot of you are stumped with what to do next. You know the denominator is 20ths. So now we have to change this fraction and this fraction to 20ths. I was telling one of the classes that when I was younger, I used to just move it to the side here. So 20ths. And then move it to the side here. And it's important to keep it nice and neat too. I know mine isn't that neat, but it is important to keep it neat. So now 5 times what equals 20? Well, the answer's right there, 4. So I'm going to multiply this by 4 and get 8. Now I'm done with 2/5. 2/5 is the same as 8/20ths. How did I get 4 to 20? Yep, I multiplied by 5. So multiply by 5. Now get rid of this one. So now our new fractions are 8/20ths and 5/20ths. Now, since they are common, the common denominators, I can go ahead and add them. So 8/20ths plus 5/20ths. Now some of you might not need to rewrite it because you see it, but if you're struggling a little, I would show this. It's really helpful for me to see where you get messed up in the process if you get it wrong. So now that is 13/20ths. Is that reduced? Yes, because 13 is a prime number and it doesn't go into 20. So 13/20ths is how much of the lawn they mode. All right, next one. Sammy took 3/4 hour to travel from home to the zoo. He took 1 1/4 hours to return home. How much longer did it take to return home than go to the zoo? So we're not combining them. Are we adding or subtracting? We are subtracting. So we are going to take 1 1/4 minus 3/4. Now, we can't take 3 away from 1. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to change the mixed number into an improper fraction. We are going to need to multiply 4 times 1 plus 1, 5/4 minus 3/4, and that equals 2/4. Many of you are saying, but Mrs. Burr, you can't end there because they are both divisible by 2, and you are right. 2/4 is the same as 1/2. So how much longer did it take to return home than go to the zoo? 1/2 hour. And that's important too, to always put what it was. Is it half a pie, half an hour, half a candy bar? What was it? So always put what it was, half an hour. All right, next one before you go on and work on your own. Actually, there's 2 more. Mary ate 1/8 of a cake. Peter ate another 1/4 of it. So there's 2 parts. What fraction of the cake did they eat all together? So we're going to be adding that. What fraction of the cake did Peter eat more than Mary? In the next one, we are going to be subtracting. So let's add them first. 1/8 plus 1/4. We could multiply the denominators and get 32, although that would not be the smartest way because 4 goes into 8. So we're going to keep this separate, and we're going to do it like Mrs. Berger used to do it in high school, or whenever I did this. We're going to change that to eighths. I multiplied by 2, multiplied it by 2. Now I have 2/8. I'm going to cross this one out. So now 1/8 plus 2/8 is 3/8. 3 is a prime number, so if it doesn't go into 8 evenly, it is reduced. So does 3 go into 8 evenly? No. So that's the answer, 3/8. Now we need to do B. We're going to go up and do B up here. What fraction of the cake did Peter eat more than Mary? So Peter ate 1/4. We're going to take away 1/8. And we already did the math right here. That was 2/8 minus 1/8 equals 1/8. That's the answer. Last but not least, Allie went to a bookshop. She spent 3/5 of his money. Ali, it must be not Allie. Ali went to a bookshop. He spent 3/5 of his money on books and 1/4 of it on a pen. A, what fraction of his money did he spend altogether? Is that adding or subtracting? And what fraction of his money did he have left? Is that adding or subtracting? Think to yourself. Altogether means to add. How much did he have left means to subtract. So, what fraction of his money did he spend altogether? So 3/5 plus 1/4. Does 4 go into 5 evenly? No. Let's just multiply then. Change them to 20ths. And I know you're going to get sick of me saying this, but I'm going to do it the way I used to do it when I was your age. Change that to 20ths. Change that to 20ths. What did I multiply to get 20? Times 4 So multiply the top times 4, you get 12/20. Cross this out so you don't get messed up. What did I get? What did I multiply to get 20? It's right there, times 5. So you do the top times 5. Cross this out. Now you have 12/20 plus 5/20, 17/20. 17 is a prime number, but does it go into 20 evenly? No. So this is the final answer. Now let's go up to do B. What fraction of his money did he have left? Ooh, this is a little tricky. Well, how many 20ths is a whole? Yes, 20/20. So 20/20 is a whole. And if I take away 17/20, it equals 3/20. He has 3/20 left over. That's a little more complicating. One whole, 1 minus 17/20. And then you want to change that to a fraction, a whole. Just look at the denominator over here, and it's all of them. 20/20 minus 17. Does 3 go into 20 evenly? No. So that is the final answer. So today what you're going to do is you're going to complete the extra practice page 3. So I'm going to change it to EP3 so it's easy to find. Good luck.